This is the Seatcraft Anthem home theater seating, top grain leather, power recline sofa. I bought it to anchor a small media room and to double as a casual work spot. Key features that sold me were the powered recline with an independent headrest, the fold-down center table with charging, and the arm storage. From my experience, it delivers on the promise of a feature-packed couch, but there are a few design choices you should know before you pull the trigger. Let me start with the feel. The primary touch points use Seatcraft's top grain leather, and in daily use it feels thick, smooth, and substantial. It has that slightly matte look that hides fingerprints better than shiny leather. I clean it with a damp microfiber cloth and a tiny bit of mild soap when needed, and it still looks fresh after movie nights, snacks, and a couple of accidental spills. In my opinion, the material strategy matters here. The areas you touch, seat, back, headrest inside of the arms, are the premium leather, while the sides and back are a matching synthetic. For me, the match is convincing, and after 3 months I don't see any color shift between panels, but I know over years the genuine leather and synthetic may age differently. So far, the stitching is tidy and tight. I do see light creasing in the seat bottoms, which is normal, and there's one tiny loose thread I snipped. No splitting or peeling anywhere. Comfort-wise, this sits on the supportive side. It's not a squishy sink-in couch. The foam and coil base feel firm on first contact, then give just enough once you settle. For long movies, the independent powered headrest is the hero. When I recline, I nudge the headrest forward so my eyes stay level with the screen, and it saves my neck. The motors are quiet and smooth, and the home button that returns everything upright with one tap is surprisingly useful. I can power down quickly when I need to get up. One note on the seat geometry: the base sits pretty flat. When I'm reclined, I sometimes slide a bit forward instead of nesting into the corner between the seat and back. It's not a deal breaker, but I notice it during longer sessions and I'll shift around to find my sweet spot. A small throw pillow behind the lower back fixes it for me. The fold-down center table is where this couch becomes a little command center. The burlwood panel looks classy and the hinge is sturdy. I use the wireless charger all the time for my phone, and it hits the spot without fiddling. The extra USB ports and the AC outlets work exactly as you want. Plug in a laptop, charge a game controller, done. The overhead reading lights are directional and clutch for late-night browsing without lighting up the whole room. It folds away flush when I want a clean look. It's perfect for someone who wants a couch that can jump from movie mode to a mini workstation in a second. The storage inside the arms is deep and practical. I keep remotes, charging cables, and the included tray tables in there. About those trays, they're handy for a snack or a lightweight laptop, but they do wobble if you lean on them. I wouldn't use them for a heavy meal. They're a nice to have, not a killer feature. The cup holders are backlit and they grip cans and many tumblers well, but there's a ridge inside that makes some glasses sit awkwardly. I swap to straight-sided tumblers and stop thinking about it. Cleaning the bottom ridges takes a small brush. Lighting is where I have mixed feelings. The blue glow on the base and the cup holders looks cool, and it helps when I'm grabbing things between scenes. But for a dark viewing room, it's too bright. I keep the base lights off during movies because the glow reflects on the screen. I wish there were brightness levels. Cup holder lights are less intrusive, but I still toggle them off a lot. If you love that cinema vibe with LEDs, you'll be happy. If you're picky about light control, plan to keep them off. Power and cable management deserve a mention. Each seat has its own power brick, no daisy chaining, so I had to run multiple cords to a surge protector. It's not glamorous. I tied the bricks up with Velcro straps and tucked them under the back edge to keep things neat. Everything has worked fine so far. I had one moment where a cup holder light flickered. I reseated the connector under the arm, and it's been stable ever since. As for the day-to-day living part, this couch supports real use. I've fallen asleep on it more than once because once I set the recline and headrest, I'm out. It's not friendly for side sleeping because of the segmented seats, but for movie nights, sports, and a bit of laptop work, it nails the job. Heat-wise, leather can feel cool at first and then warm up. I throw a lightweight blanket over my legs in winter and it's perfect. The motors are still quiet, no squeaks in the frame, and the seams are holding. Delivery and setup were straightforward for me. The sections connect easily, and the power hookups are simple. I did reach out to support once for a small cosmetic cap that was missing from one arm. They responded after a day and mailed it out. No drama there. I can't speak for every buyer's experience, but that's how mine went. Key features that stand out after 3 months are the independent powered headrest, the fold-down table with real charging options, and the build feel on the main leather touch points. The areas that feel less polished are the bright blue lighting, the tray table wobble, the inner ridge in the cup holders, and the unglamorous cable situation. In my opinion, the Anthem is best if you value integrated tech and adjustability more than the softest sink-in feel. And if you can live with a few quirks, it's perfect for a dedicated media space where you want to recline properly, tweak your head angle for the screen, stash remotes and cables out of sight, and plug in without hunting for outlets. From my experience, it holds up to daily use and still looks premium, and the comfort grows on you as you dial in the controls. If you're extremely sensitive to ambient light, or you want a plush, fall into a cloud kind of sofa, you may want to test something softer, or plan to add a small lumbar pillow. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants a feature-rich home theater sofa that can double as a practical workstation. If the lighting brightness and the cable sprawl sound like deal breakers, you'll need workarounds. But everything else lands where it should for a premium piece. The independent headrest alone makes long movies and sports days easier on my neck than any manual recliner I've owned. In conclusion, the Seatcraft Anthem feels like a modern media hub more than a simple couch. It's got the tech, the comfort is supportive and adjustable, and the leather on the main touch points feels solid. It's not flawless, but the strengths outweigh the nitpicks for how I use it. I plan to keep it in place for the long haul, and that says a lot. If this video helped, please subscribe to the channel and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.